sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Cameron. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Cameron. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. Jake Bailey on down the punt here on 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33, and he goes out right around the 39. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense for the Pats, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, You just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he returns this to the 22.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going right back to Akers. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stafford on 3rd down. Into double coverage and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Patriots 14, Rams nothing. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Isabella now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doc.
Akers hit, he coughs it up. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. 23 yards to pick up there.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense. And he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back. And you end up getting the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. .31 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on second down. Cameron. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Cameron. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And the Rams hit 6 and 5 now on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He finds his man complete. That's Bishop.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Stafford on 1st down. And he's got his target, Harris. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run here with Akers. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Patriots 6-yard line.
second down and goal. Stafford, and he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Taken from about the 12.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Cameron. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw. Cameron. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Taken in at the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
That's good. Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To throw again on second down. Stafford had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On 1st and 10, Cameron. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Cameron, flush to his right. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Rams' 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Cameron. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Jake Bailey now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. Touchdown, LA! 2-2 Atwell. 91 yards. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On first down, Cameron. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The final shot before the break. Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Marcus Jones picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Patriots 35, Rams 16.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
He gets it complete to Harris. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Stafford. He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the give, this is Akers. Takes it to about the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford, he'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Stafford to his number 1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 3 quarters in the books. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10.
At the Patriots' 42-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing is Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
18. That's good. Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 15. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
Stafford's pass complete to Jacob Harris. A 6-yard pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
That's good. Rams. First down.
They'll run here with Akers. He's got room at the 30. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Back to throw, Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Pats are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Cameron. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Touchdown, Rams.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
After right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Isabella now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Andy Isabella. It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for Rams. First down.
Here's Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
To throw is Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. On both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camp.